Alright, you guys, so back to bottles. I'm happy with bottles. I've got a really good one for you guys. And the reason is... Alright, let me just try to explain why I'm doing these guys. First off, we all know that Dr. Pepper's been out for years. Dr. Pepper Cherry's been out. The cream soda has been out for a while. There's also a new one that has just come out in January. And I am not really looking forward to tasting that one. But it's a new soda, so heck yeah. I have not even seen that one advertised yet on Google or anything. So I'm actually pretty excited. I got to see it in my hometown's grocery store. Just was out getting stuff ready for some chicken adobo, and I just saw it in the case, and I was like, alright, well, let's do this. Starting things off, it's Dr. Pepper Cherry, guys. And if the label looks a little different to you, I was stunned as well. I got this at Circle K. They had it next to the old label, which was black with a red cherry on it. But for some reason, and they actually had these, I believe, in 2024, at the end of 2024. So I guess they're trying to make it look more like an actual cherry drink instead of a black cherry. But there was really no difference at all from, the flavor. From what I understood. I mean, if you looked at the back, the calories were the same. Everything was the same except for the label. It's a lot pinker. And I do like the Dr. Pepper Cherry. It has a very nice red hue to it. It tastes pretty much like a Dr. Pepper with a shot of cherry soda in it, but I have not reviewed it for the channel. So let's go ahead and crack that one open. And I have not actually had one of these in about 4 months, so time to wet my whistle, as they say. But I do love the hue on this. It's going to be hard to see on camera. Pretty much the caps are the same. There's nothing interesting with the design, by the way. I'm not going into that. I just found it weird that they changed the black label to this kind of pinkish. And they've added 2 cherries instead of the 1 that was on the original. So, hey. Dr. Pepper, you cannot beat a good Dr. Pepper. Sometimes you just crave a Dr. Pepper. I don't know what it is. I know we've reviewed the strawberries and cream, which I did not like, and the dark berry, which I believe was 2021 for the Jurassic Park movie. But yeah, it has a great... It smells like Dr. Pepper, but you can definitely have that cherry bite to it. I just wish it was more of like a sour cherry. I think a sour cherry Dr. Pepper would be fantastic. Well, it's exactly how I remember it. You get the cherryness later on, but Dr. Pepper is already a unique flavor, guys. If you ever did any type of research or watched, Unwrapped, about how Dr. Pepper was made? It was once called a Waco, and you'd go into the store and be like, shoot me a Waco. And it's like, I believe it's still the 23 flavors. They actually did used to say that on here, but cherry was a flavor. If one guy that actually dissected all of what Dr. Pepper is, cherry's actually one of those anyway. So you're just adding cherry on top of cherry, basically. Not complaining. That one I got more of cherry to it. My only thing is I wish it was more bold. I really want the cherry to come through the actual Dr. Pepper. And I think a nice sour note to that would be even better. But that's it, guys. If you see these in store, if you've never had a Dr. Pepper Cherry before, please get it. I think you'll absolutely love it. If you love Dr. Pepper, you'll absolutely love this one. But if you still see the old black labels, it's the same thing. I was going to do a comparison of the two, but at the same time, I'm like, what was there to compare if they're the exact same thing? And if the black labels are going, what's the point on having it if you guys weren't going to get it anyway? But let's move on. Another one of my personal favorite Dr. Peppers. I mean, I love a good Dr. Pepper, don't get me wrong, but I would actually choose over regular Dr. Pepper with the cherry, or even this one, which is the cream soda edition. This has been out for years. I mean, everybody and their grandmothers have probably had this before. I actually prefer this one over the cherry. I always found this one to be more refreshing. Again, I don't think I've had this one for about 4 years. They have not changed the label, I don't believe, in quite some time. This might actually be the original label, but it's just the Dr. Pepper with the white on the bottom, just showing like it's cream soda or something like that. I believe I think they used to have a Dr. Pepper float. Remember there was a soda that they had. Either it was Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, or Mug, and it was like vanilla float. But this is pretty much what you're getting. You're getting like a vanilla float, even though cream soda is not vanilla most of the time. Cream soda can pretty much be anything as long as it's... I don't know how to describe it. I mean, cream soda is cream soda. You either love it or hate it. I used to hate it as a kid. But cream soda, and it does have vanilla in it. I don't know why I said that. But sometimes it doesn't even taste like vanilla. It has its own unique flavor. And Dr. Pepper and cream soda, the color on this one's pretty much the same. It's probably a little bit lighter. I can't see it through the light, so definitely can tell by pouring it. It's got a more brownish golden hue to it. And see, with this, unlike with the cherry, you get cream soda immediately through the nostrils. I mean, that just smells good. And then you get the Dr. Pepper to that. Oh, dear God. This is the best balance I've ever had with Dr. Pepper before. Wow. Oh, I've missed that. Highly refreshing. And the thing is, though, the cream soda completely pushes the Dr. Pepper to backstage. It's still there. It's almost got like a toasty note to it. I mean, they know what they're doing when they made this one. And I think it's why it's been on the shelves for so long. Because you really don't see... I mean, Pepsi's never done a cream soda, or Coke's never done a cream soda. At least to my knowledge, they haven't. This right here sets it beyond anything. And as strange as Dr. Pepper is with 23 flavors rolled into one and make it to a cream soda, again, I just don't know if they use all 23 ingredients to this, or they take some out to make it a cream soda. Whatever they do, it's that roasty, toasty goodness. It's got the vanilla, almost like a marshmallow. Like a toasted marshmallow. It is so good. It just works so well with this. And if you've never had the cream soda edition of Dr. Pepper, get it. They are everywhere, and they are good. Yeah. I just kind of wish their labels were a little better, but, not too bad. I'd rather, have the drink over that. I know what I'm getting when I grab a Dr. Pepper cream soda. So, I mean, it's going to rank low. I mean, especially if you're trying out sodas and you're like, I'm not really into cream soda. I like Dr. Pepper. I may not get this. But, give it a try. I think you'll love it. Let's move on. Now, I want to brace you guys. Brace yourselves for this. Because, yes, we've had the dark berry Dr. Pepper. We have. This blindsided me, and I'm hoping it's not going to be the same. Of course, that was in 2021. That was about 4 years ago. But released now is the Dr. Pepper Blackberry. Why? Who asked for this? Who thought this would be a great idea? And looking at it, it's actually kind of the same hue as the cream soda. I don't see any color differences. But yeah, it's a purple label, unlike the dark kind of bluish purple we got for dark berry. But it just has the blackberries on that. This drew my attention. I mean, I had no idea this was coming out. So, immediately when I got home, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a video on these. I had these two set aside for a later video, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to get to them. But having another Dr. Pepper here, make it a trio. Oh, blackberry. I'm not a fan of blackberry. Blackberry naturally and artificially flavored. But yeah, there's nothing else interesting on this other than the one with the most calories is the cherry. This is second, and this is fourth, which is the cream soda one. But blackberry. All right, let's get this over with. I don't know what to expect with this one. It doesn't have a purplish hue to it or a black hue. It's actually the same kind of color as the cream soda. But I am getting something just from at this distance. It smells like berry gummies, like vitamin gummies. It's not inviting. I mean, I'm not really sure if I like blackberry too much. But probably better than raspberry. Alright, bottoms up, guys. Alright. I don't know if I like it. Oh, no. When it first hits your tongue, it's one of those weird ones that you're kind of like, wait a minute. So, you get the blackberry, but it's mostly through the scent of it. But then, as you swallow, I took another sip. It's there. It's completely blackberry. I don't get anything else from this. I'm not getting Dr. Pepper at all. If this was just a blackberry soda, they accomplished that. However, I'm not saying that Dr. Pepper didn't accomplish this. They did. If this is a blackberry Dr. Pepper, then yes. I just kind of wish it didn't mask the other flavors, because all I'm getting is blackberry. And now that's settling, it's very... I don't like it. I don't like how the blackberry lingers too long. Like, it doesn't dissipate. And I don't find it refreshing. I don't like sodas that cling to your throat for too long. It doesn't make it refreshing. It just kind of makes it almost like a sipping drink, basically. Now, if you added some, I don't know, vodka to this, maybe some gin, that would be really good. I think that would kind of cut through that. I don't like this. I knew I wasn't going to. I didn't like the dark berry. I don't remember much about the dark berry. But I find it better than the strawberries and cream. I just don't know why this would be out. Blackberry season's not until, like, what, May? And that's if we have, like, a good couple of showers. Where I am, guys, we have wild blackberries. We usually have to have a good rainy season, March and April, and then May. They all come out. June's a great time for them, too. But having a blackberry soda in January just doesn't make any sense to me. I think this would have been better for your springtime or summertime drinks. But I don't like it. I don't prefer it. I don't really get it. I think there's other things that you could have done. Like, have like a marshmallow flavored Dr. Pepper, or I don't know. I mean, but the fruits, I just don't get it. Why they're doing the fruits? And if it had been like maybe blackberries and cream, I don't know. That might cut back on this. It's just the harshness and the clinging onto your throat that I just don't like. I knew I wasn't going to like it, but it was something new. And that's it, guys. Of course, I love my black cherry. I love my cherry. I love my cream soda the most. And, I mean, if it's in the stores, guys, get it and try it. Maybe you'll like it. I probably won't waste this. I'll just cut it with some, gin, if I still have some dry gin in there. Or maybe it'd be like a weird kind of mimosa if you have I don't know, not like a mimosa, what is it called? If you got some champagne and poured some of that in, I think that would be really good. It would just cut through that flavor to the point that it's not gonna, stick. And that's it, guys. We have our trio of Dr. Peppers. I'm kind of glad I finally did the cherry and the cream soda. I've been wanting to do them, but since they're just not something that I would want to pair with anything else that's odd, like how we do with the Mountain Dews, even though nowadays we do the Mountain Dews kind of, like, especially for the summertime, they're by themselves, or if they're the trio or something for the Independence Day holiday. But I couldn't pass that up. And, yeah. But again, Dr. Pepper, something like this should be for your springtime mix. And think about maybe a toasted marshmallow. I think that would be fantastic. And that's it, guys. I'll see you next time. Alright, guys. Starting things off with our Dr. Pepper Cherry. Pretty much down the line, the label is just going to be 2. It's nothing special. I mean, they really don't go out of their way, except for maybe the dark berry one that had, like, the Jurassic Park logo on it. So, yeah, 2. The aroma is there with a very hint of cherry. I want it to be more punch in the face. If you're going to call this a cherry Dr. Pepper, 6. And the flavor's just meh. I mean, I taste more Dr. Pepper than I do cherry, and I just don't understand why you're layering cherry on top of cherry. Have it a sour bite to it. 5. Overall, 4. Dr. Pepper cream soda. Oh boy. Okay, so again, 2 with the label, nothing special. The aroma and the flavor are top tier for a soda like Dr. Pepper that has been out for over a century. I love that the cream soda one is a soda of its own. It doesn't have to share a limelight with Dr. Pepper because there's no Dr. Pepperness about it. It is a good cream soda. And I respect that. It's highly refreshing. I love it. And I'm going to keep drinking it constantly. 9/9. Overall, 6. Dr. Pepper Blackberry. All right. Again, 2 with the label, nothing special. As for the aroma and the flavor, yes, you're going to call something a blackberry soda. You did it. I just don't prefer it. I don't like it. I just don't want another one. With that being said, they accomplished that. And however, now I'm kind of on the opposite end on this, where I want the Dr. Pepper flavor to kind of coexist with the blackberry without it being blackberry. Because it's not just a blackberry soda, it's a Dr. Pepper blackberry. So, yeah, it's not sharing the stage with the other flavors, which is kind of off. So 5 and 5, overall 4.